Football season is officially underway, and the Baltimore Ravens kick things off this Sunday at home at the bank against the Houston Texans. You guys know we're back for another season of Ravens content here on the Flex Zone podcast. Hit that subscribe button, sound off in the comments, let me know your thoughts on the game and your prediction, and make sure you hit that like button as we bring you the Week 1 preview for the Ravens versus the Houston Texans right here on the Flex Zone podcast. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. God's favorite host here. Let's get to it, everybody. What's going on, Flex Zone family? Ravens Nation, Ravens flock. Back here on the Flex Zone podcast. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. It's time for that Week 1 preview. You hear the music. You see the vibes. I'm shining. You're shining. It's time for another season of Ravens football. We get underway this Sunday at M&T Bank Stadium. Ravens welcoming the Houston Texans, a rebuilding Texans team led by first-year head coach D'Amico Ryans, first-year offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick, and first-year rookie quarterback from The Ohio State, C.J. Stroud. The Ravens come into this game 10, 9.5-point favorites, depending on which betting outlet you use. Clearly the better team, even with the injuries in the secondary the Ravens have at the cornerback position. We know the Ravens have added Todd Monken as offensive coordinator. They've paid Lamar Jackson. They've got Odell Beckham. Rashad Bateman is healthy. They've got Mark Andrews. They drafted Zay Flowers. J.K. Dobbins is there. Ronnie Stanley is healthy. Linderbaum going into year 2. Defensively, Kyle Hamilton going into year 2. Marcus Williams healthy. Adding Jadeveon Clowney. Travis Jones. Matabike. Project Washington just got paid. This team has the makeup of a team that is one of the favorites, and it is a trendy pick to pick the Ravens to go deep into the playoffs, conference championship, Super Bowl. And I think this team is at minimum an AFC championship game contender. The Ravens have the offensive firepower they need. Lamar Jackson doesn't have to be Superman anymore. He has to make the layups, the easy throws. The field will be spread. We'll see more of a Louisville type Lamar with that pro-style spread offense. More running lanes for him. More opportunities to create larger runs. I said he would throw for over 4,000 yards. I believe that. I think Zay Flowers could be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. I believe that. Odell, Bateman, yeah, they battle injuries, but I think they will play majority of the games. And it starts and ends with Lamar as well with his health. I think Lamar is going to play most of the games. We're getting back to that Lamar we loved before the contract fiasco. He loves the game, and all he wants to do is win a Super Bowl for this team. You guys know how we do. We're going to break it down. Let's get to these keys. Because the Ravens, in my opinion, the season doesn't start till week 2 in Cincinnati. And I'm not overlooking Houston. I like Stroud. I like Damian Pierce, the running back. I like John Mechie. I like Will Anderson. I like Derek Stingley Jr. I actually think Will Anderson might get a sack in this game. I think Derek Stingley Jr. can be a force on the outside to contend with the Ravens receivers. I think if we don't set the edge well, Damian Pierce could run for over 65 yards. But the Ravens are historically good against rookie quarterbacks. Let's start with the defense. First and foremost, you got to stop the run. As I mentioned, Damian Pierce is probably their best playmaker on offense. Had almost 1,000 yards last season. Rookie out of Florida, going into his second year. Got to stop the run. Clowney, Jones, Matabike, Washington, Urban, Pat Queen, Roquan Smith. Don't let this guy go crazy. Let's keep him under 60 yards. Secondly, stagger Stroud. As I mentioned, the Ravens are playing a rookie quarterback. They have great success against rookie quarterbacks. John Harbaugh has a great record against rookie quarterbacks. Confuse him. Mike McDonald. Throw different looks at him. Bring pressure. Stunts. Twist. Zone blitzes. I think the Ravens will play a lot more zone as we've seen the last year under Mike McDonald. Because early on, let's not forget this team did give us some big plays early on defensively. And when they got Roquan Smith, they really rounded into form as a formidable defense. And they don't have to be a top 5 defense. They can be in the top 15 to 18 range. Because I think the offense is going to carry them, hopefully early on, and we'll get to that. So stagger Stroud. Have him throw an interception or two. Rattle him early. Get a couple sacks. Tackle well. They got some shifty guys at wide receiver. Mechie, as I mentioned. Dalton Schultz, the former Cowboys tight end. Got to tackle. Don't let these guys get big time gains. Don't let a 5-yard pass turn into a 15, 20, 25-yard gain. Get off the field on third down, guys. This will be a key for this defense. How much points they give up and their third down defensive rating. Don't let this team have any hope. You got to get out to that early lead and not give them confidence. Defensively, have them go 3 and out. Have them go 2 or 3 drives so they don't make it on the other side of the field. Use the crowd. I know a lot of people are going to be at this game. If you want to be playing halftime, let me know in the comments. It's going to be a nice day. The crowd is going to be live. They're going to be ready for football. Still getting nice from the weather. Use the crowd. Rattle their snap. Make them commit some penalties offensively. And last but not least, no plays over 30 yards. As I mentioned, Schultz, Pierce, Mechie, they're kind of their playmakers. They don't have benefits anymore. Stroud is not really known as a runner, so he's more of a pocket guy. Don't let them get big plays over 30 yards. We saw this defense last year early on give up big plays, chunk plays after chunk plays. Ronald Darby, Brandon Stevens, Ardarius Washington, whomever else, Jalen Armour Davis, whomever else is going to be at corner. When they get the ball, don't let them go. Like I said, take a 5-yard pass and make it a 20-yard pass. A 10-yard pass, make it a 30-yard pass. Don't give this team hope. Let's get to the offense, which I know we all want to talk about. Start fast. Get out. Don't give this team hope. If you can get out to a good early 10, 13-point lead, this team is going back in. They don't have the pieces to compete with the Ravens. They have a young roster. Take the heart out from them early. At the end of the first quarter, be up 10. Be up 14 at halftime. Let's go ahead and get some hammer time going at the bank. Get plays in on time. We know we've seen over the past decade plus. Get into the line offensively, methodically, with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, delay a game, or just getting the playoff before it's 0 or at 0. We don't need any of that. No delay games. Let's get the plays in on time, guys. And I think Todd Monken will be a good proponent of that. Whether Lamar wears the wristband or not, let's get these plays in with 8 seconds left before we have to hike the ball. Run the ball early and often. Run the ball well on early downs. I know the weapons are great. Andrews, Likely, Kolar, Odell, Zay, Bate. Let's not forget what the Ravens do best offensively, guys. It's still run the football. And that is their bread and butter. Look for a big game from J.K. Dobbins. I'm predicting a big season from J.K. Dobbins. And I hope him and the Ravens can work out a deal for another year or two. Gus Edwards averages only 5 yards plus a carry. He's healthy finally. Justice Hill looks like he's going to be utilized well in this offense. Run the ball. Let's see some good running plays on first down. Let's see some of the things that the Ravens did well in the run game, maybe under G-Roll, still utilized under Todd Monken. Remember, he came from Georgia, folks. They had good balance. Yeah, they threw the ball well, but they also ran the ball effectively as well and used more of a running back by committee situation, which we'll see probably with the Ravens. But JK, feed them. Gus, feed them. Let those two at least get 15 to 25 touches between the two of them at least. Protect Lamar. Ronnie Stanley's healthy. John Simpson, you won the left guard position. Linderbaum, Moses, Zeitler. I think the Ravens have a solid line. Protect Lamar. We know he's gotten hurt in the pocket, but let's keep Lamar upright. I think it's very, very important that Lamar not get sacked more than twice in this game. Will Anderson is coming, and I think he may get a sack, but don't let Will Anderson go crazy. He's the type of guy that can get 2, 3 sacks, change the momentum of a game. Get yak with the receivers. Bateman, Beckham. I'll throw Andrews in there. Zay Flowers. There's only one football to go around. And some weeks, some guys are going to have more touches and more catches than others. But let's get some yak, please. Let's get a play that turns a 10-yard pass into a 30-yard pass, like we see with the Bengals or with the Chiefs or with the high-octane offenses of the AFC. Take a 5-yard pass, like I mentioned, a little screen. Take it to the house. A 20-yard catch to a 40-yard catch. Let's see some yak. I think the Ravens, if they can improve their yak, the offense will then take the leaps and bounds we're hoping to see and score touchdowns in the red zone. So many times we rely on Justin Tucker, and as great as he is, the greatest kicker of all time, I don't want to see a lot of Justin Tucker on this Sunday. I want to see touchdowns. I want to see 6. I would like to see this team score in the high 20s possibly. And I know it's week 1. The starters didn't play in the preseason. It could be a little rusty. It could take them a quarter or a half to really get going. But I think the Ravens do cover this spread, whether it's 9.5 or 10. I do think they can score at least 24 points and give up about 14. I'm going with the Ravens 24-14. But again, my keys are defensively, stop the run, stagger Stroud, tackle well, get off the field on third down, use the crowd, and no plays over 30 yards. Offensively, start fast, get plays in on time, run the ball well on early downs, protect Lamar, receivers get yak, and score touchdowns in the red zone. And as far as my prediction, as I mentioned, I'm going with the Ravens 24-14, starting the season 1-0. Like I said, everybody, and I've been telling people all week, let's handle our business against Houston, beat the teams we're supposed to beat, and then the season really starts week 2 in Cincinnati against Joe Burrow, Moneybag Joe, Joe Cool, and those Bengals. We know what happened last time we saw them in the playoffs. We didn't have Lamar. That's where the real fun begins next week. But let the Ravens do what they're supposed to do. Let's see Odell get some plays. Let's see Zay get involved. Let's see Bateman do what he does. Let's get J.K. some touches. We know Andrews is Mr. Reliable. I don't think Andrews is going to be forgotten about either. Defensively, hey, maybe let's get a couple takeaways. Let's get some pressure on Stroud. Let's not let this team have any momentum, have any life. Kill their confidence early and take their heart out from them and rip it out from them and stomp on it in the middle of the field at the 50. But I'm getting out of here, guys. Sound off in the comments. Let me know your predictions, your scores, X factors, players of the game, keys to the game. Your thoughts on this Ravens-Texans matchup. Hit the like button if you're new. Helps us out tremendously. And of course, hit that subscribe button. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. And of course, Ravens content all throughout the season, which we hope goes into February. We'll be live after the game on Sunday, so make sure you hit that bell for the official Baltimore Ravens post-game show, as we do after each and every game each year here on the Flex Zone Podcast. God's favorite host signing off, guys. Have fun if you go into the game. Again, I'm going with the Ravens 24-14, starting the season out 1-0. We'll see you at the bank, and I'll see you for the official Baltimore Ravens post-game show here on the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. Ravens flop. Let's ride.